as a result of living in these human bodies, one of the things that we have to deal with is our emotions, and not allowing our emotions to dictate everything about our lives. And one of the things that our emotions can do for us is cause us to worry. And worry is one of those things that can be very, very harmful. It can be harmful both physically, psychologically, and spiritually. And it can cause harm to your mortal bodies. So you say, well, Pastor King, how do you deal with this? Because worry is very, very real. You've heard me say this probably before here on the radio broadcast. It's called brooding. And brooding, definition is simply to say non-productive thinking. In other words, it's not getting you anywhere. And it just leads you around and around and around in a circle with no results, no end to it. But what it does, it begins to whip up the emotions to the point to where our emotions begins to guide us. And we find ourselves being dictated by emotions. And sometimes we'll find ourselves acting out as a result of it. And sometimes it's toward different individuals because you begin to assign blame. You say, well, that's the problem over there, and that's the source of my worry is that person or that individual or that circumstance. And a lot of times, not really. So just a way of advice, and again, this is just something that I have learned in my own life, is that the best way to deal with the problem of worry is you begin to make a list. I know this sounds very simple, but it really does work. Just begin to write down everything that has got you stressed. Write it down. And then, as you begin to write these things down, you begin to grade them. And as you begin to grade them, you say, well, okay, yeah, that bothers me, but it's really not that. I can deal with that. And then you look at something else and you say, yeah, that's there, but it's not really what's got me stressed here. And then you bring it down to the point to where you find what is really troubling me here. What is the one thing, and maybe it's two things, that's just got me to the point to where I'm just whipped up here and I'm just in a frenzy. Well, once you've done that, then you have to isolate that away from everything else. And then it becomes the point of resolution. Okay, what am I going to do about this? What can I do? What possibly can I do tangible that I can do to resolve this particular issue in my life? And it very well may be that there's really nothing you can do other than just worry and fret and cause yourself harm because you're brooding over it. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.